Philippine News webcast for February 1 to 7, 2013. Good day to everyone. Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat and welcome to the website of Philippine News. These are our stories for today. Our first news report is about President Aquino stating that the United States must pay a heavy fine for damages to the Tubbataha Coral Reef. Philippine President Benigno Aquino has welcomed the U.S. Navy's apology for a minesweeper that went aground on a World Heritage listed coral reef, but said that they would not be exempt from penalties. The priority was to remove the damaged USS Guardian from Tubbataha Reef, even as an investigation was underway to determine why it strayed into the area, Aquino told reporters in Davos, Switzerland. The 68-meter or 224-foot vessel has been stuck since January 17th. Its hull has been punctured and is now flooded. The incident has caused anger in the Philippines. While both the embassy and the head of the U.S. Navy's Pacific Fleet have apologized for the incident, they have not explained the exact cause. The head of the Marine Park supervising Tubbataha has said that the ship ignored warning signs that it was entering a protected marine sanctuary. The Philippine government last week said it was seeking heavy fines for the coral damage, but Aquino said the penalties would have to be assessed after the vessel is salvaged. About 1,000 square meters of the coral reef has been damaged, or about less than 1% of the entire marine park. Tubbataha is a United Nations Educational and Scientific Organization's World Heritage Site in a remote part of the Sulu Sea near Palawan and famous for its rich marine life and corals that rival Australia's Great Barrier Reef. Under Philippine law, the sanctuary is off limits to ships except for research or tourism vessels approved by the government. Our next news report is about Hawaii's top state legislator Donna Mercado Kim, who is a role model for all. Seasoned Hawaii lawmaker Donna Mercado Kim may be Filipino America's brightest bet for elected national office. Last month, the Kahili native took a historic political leap when she swore in January 16th as the 13th president of the Hawaii State Senate, the first American woman of Filipino descent to lead the upper chamber of a state legislature in the Union. The granddaughter of a World War II veteran from Batangas has become one of the highest-ranking elected Filipino state officials in the United States. She shares honor with California Supreme Court Chief Justice Tani Cantil Sacauye, who was appointed and confirmed and then elected in 2010. They were preceded by Mona Pasquel, appointed Lieutenant Governor of California in 2009 and now California's Appointment Secretary. Kim's ascent resulted from the reorganization following the death of revered U.S. Senator Daniel Inouye. Hawaii's Governor Neil Abercrombie appointed Lieutenant Governor Brian Schultz to fill Inouye's seat, and Senate President Sean Titsui replaced Schultz as Lieutenant Governor. The Aloha State lawmakers chose Donna Mercado Kim to be their new leader, replacing Titsui. In her 12 years as a state senator, Kim chaired the Committee on Tourism and Government Operations and the Committee on Accountability. She also chaired the Task Force on Reinventing Government, tasked to curb waste while preserving services. She sat on the Committee of Ways and Means and also the Committee on Higher Education. Kim sees her success for its collective significance. She urged others to follow in her shoes and shared steps for reaching her destination. In our third news report, we see a tight Senate race for the 2013 Philippine elections. if the first credible survey is any indication, it will be a tight race for these 12 Senate slots in the May election. A social weather station, or SWS, survey released this week indicated that if the elections were held today, the administration's Liberal Party and the opposition's United Nationalist Alliance, or the UNA, would each win 6 slots. The SWS, along with the Pulse Asia, are considered 2 most credible survey companies in the country, with previous results of past surveys always closing in on the actual results. Even in the event that some of the potential winners are eased out of the top 12, the next 2 slots are also split between LP and UNA. Considered as the top-notchers are re-electionist Senators Loren Legarda and Chis Escudero, both guest candidates of the LP coalition. While the LP is a standard bearer, it has partnered with the Nationalista Party and the National People's Coalition to come up with a nationwide list of candidates for all elective positions. The other LP bets who appeared in the top 12 are 3 more re-electionist senators, namely Alan Cayetano, Aquilino Coco Pimentel, and Antonio Trillanes. The 6th probable winner among the LP bet is former Representative Cynthia Villar, wife of Senator Manny Villar, who is also the NP president. Legarda and Escudero are also guest candidates of UNA, as is former MTRCB head Grace Poe Lemanzares, daughter of the late Fernando Poe Jr. She also appeared in the Magic 12. On the UNA bets, probable winners, according to the SWS survey, include Representative J.V. Ejercito, son of former President Joseph Estrada, re-electionist Senator Gregorio Honasan, former Senator Juan Miguel Zubiri, Representative Juan Ponce Jack Enrile, the son and namesake of the incumbent Senate President, and of course lawyer Lourdes Binay, the daughter of the Vice President. The 2 candidates occupying the 13th and 14th spots are Representative Edgardo Sani Angara and former Senator Richard Gordon. And finally, as the U.S. President Barack Obama mentions in his speech while in Nevada, immigration reform is within the U.S. grasp. President Barack Obama said last January 29 that comprehensive immigration reform was finally within America's grasp, announcing a plan to usher 11 million undocumented immigrants towards citizenship within stronger U.S. borders. The question is now simple, says Obama. Do we have the resolve as a people, as a country, as a government, to finally put this issue behind us? Well, I believe that we do, the President said in a speech at a high school in Las Vegas. Obama further stressed that he believes that we are finally at the moment where comprehensive reform is within our grasp. But predicting debate over the fiercely divisive issue would get more emotional, Obama called on Congress to act swiftly and warned in a mostly conciliatory speech he would take a tough line against any delays. Should lawmakers fail to act in a timely fashion, Obama warned that he will send up a bill based on his proposal and insist that they vote on it right away. And this has been your weekly news in review. This news has been brought to you by the premier Filipino-American newspaper right here in the United States, the Philippine News. On behalf of the management and staff of the Philippine News, this is David Rodriguez signing off and thanking everyone for listening. Maraming salamat po. Have a wonderful weekend. Mabuhay po sa inyong lahat.